everyone. My name is Benjamin Carlton Sands Jr. I am so grateful for giving this opportunity to share my story and how I met a wonderful, a beautiful teacher, Mohanji. You know, I grew up in Southwest Washington. I have two brothers and two sisters. I am the oldest. My main instrument is saxophone. I had a brother named Angelo. He was a drummer. Terry, she's a professional dancer. Anita played piano. And Lorenzo played bass. My father, the late Reverend Benjamin Carlton Sands Jr., passed away many years ago. He was one of my first inspiration, of course, being a minister of word, a teacher of God. And then there's my mother, who is still living now. She's 80 years old. She's doing well. Matter of fact, she just undergone a very traumatic operation, but she's doing very well, and I'm very, very happy to be around her. Well, let's go with it. I'm going to make this very organic, very free, so everybody's kind of relaxed. I'm just going to tell you about this person that you're looking at this time. Of course, my teacher, Mohanji, and I am an artist too. I'm also a visual artist. This is one of my artworks. Well, when I was growing up, there was a lot of things going on in my family. Nothing really bad, but there was something that was unrest about myself, my life, and everything. I used to get very upset about things. I don't know why. My mother used to say, "Why are you crying so much?" So all of a sudden, they decided to put me into a theater group at Arena Stage in Southwest Washington. Well, there I studied drama. Then they asked me to audition for the show The Great White Hope. And I made it. I made it to that show, along with another show they asked me to do was 6 characters in search of an author. And everything changed for me. It's like I had purpose. And then I started playing the saxophone in junior high school, and things was opening up. But then I got a call from George Washington University for me to take classes there. Now look, I was only in junior high school, but they wanted me to take a class in theater because they saw that I was doing the Great White Hope. I did movies and commercials and everything. So I took the class. I found it to be somewhat strange because, studying theater, I never studied it when I was doing it. Really studied it because basically I just did what the director asked me to do. But Harry Poe, my drama instructor, said, "We're going to meditate today." I think I might have been only like 12 years old. I think that's how old I was. And so he had all of us to lie down on the ground, and he played some music of Roberta Flack. And he asked us all to close our eyes and imagine water and counting backwards and all this type of things. And after I finished it, I said, "Wow, this is a wonderful feeling." It just felt like the weight of the world just left. I was just so calm and so peaceful. Well, you know what? I vowed then that I was going to always meditate. No one ever told me really all the procedures, how to do it. If you're going to say mantras, you can do a different breathing exercise. All I can remember is what Harry Poe, my drama instructor, told me. And I was very happy to do it. Eventually, I started inviting friends over my house. Said, "We're going to meditate." We would go up into my room and we'd sit there on the edge of the bed and we would meditate. And so later on, I met 2 brothers. Well, really one. I met Rashawn. Rashawn, good friend of mine. And his thing was he liked going to see many different teachers. So I've met a lot of teachers from India, just all over the world. And so one day he said, "Man, there's a great teacher that's visiting here from Virginia. He's staying in Virginia." And I said, well, who is it? He said, Mohanji. So we went there, and it was like I was seeing someone who had seen before this lifetime. So prior to seeing him, I guess I should say that I'm a composer and I write songs. Well, I wrote this song called Unconditional Love Always. And then when I heard Mohanji talk about love and unconditional love and taking away the I, and when you're doing things that working through you, I said, now how does this teacher know the lyrics to my song? I was really shocked that he was talking about the son giving and not looking for anything in return. So when someone asked me to sing the song, Unconditional Love, he looked at me and I looked at him. It's like we were echoing each other's words. The basic of the song goes like this. These hands of mine, I give to you. Unconditional love, always. You owe me nothing for what I've done. Just take these gifts and walk away. You ask me why. You ask me why. Why do I give so freely to this world? I say to you, I'm giving so that others may receive unconditional love always. So my heart was touched really by meeting this man, Mohanji, because really he fit right into who I am. I've always studied many styles of music. People say, why are you playing Haitian music? Why are you playing Spanish music? Why are you playing Irish music? Why are you playing jazz or go-go? Why are you visiting an Eastern temple? Why are you going to the Islamic temples or all these different places? I say, you know what? If we really want to love and show our love to the world, we have to know something about them. And I've always realized we have more in common than we have that are different. One thing that I've learned from Mohanji is that he's the type of person, he has done a lot of work on what he understands and what he shares with people. Because not everybody is going to go to a church. I grew up in a Baptist church, and I'm very proud of that. My father was the minister, as I told you that, and I have no regrets for going. But Mohanji has a way of reaching people for where they are, and that's important. As you know, we all are going through this pandemic, and we're being quarantined, and it's nice to know that I know a person who's grounded in the we and not just the I. Mohanji understands the we and not just the I. He also says to a lot of us that we all spend too much time, we are too hard on ourselves about our choices. So when I met him, and I know how I am, I play Spanish music, I play Haitian music, I play gospel music, I play jazz, I go to all the different places. It's helped me to become the person I am today. Always said, in this life, we all have to learn the 26 alphabets, correct? A through Z. But just imagine if one of those alphabets was not there. There are certain words we could not say. If we take away the letter A, we could not say happy, or we could not say the word sad. And even though they're opposite, we need both of those experiences to make who we are. So Mohanji always tells us to embrace If we close the eyes and we go into meditation and something start appearing, don't push it away. We just give them the energy. But listen, observe, and learn from all of our experiences. And that's important. You know, I'm also an educator. I teach high school. And I think my greatest success teaching comes as a result, I accept the students for where they are. I think I know. But it's beautiful when you can reach a child and accept them who they are. So let me just clear up what I'm trying to say about the twin self for a minute. I don't want to get too far off from that. We're going to have good experiences in life, and we're going to have bad experiences in our life. But we should work through those experiences and embrace them, because that is what's going to help us to move forward. Don't cover now, we're going to have to do it again. For those who believe in the afterlife or a life before, we come here, we gave God permission to come back once again into this lifetime. And he also has equipped us with all the necessary things we need to be successful. So if we are blessed with a teacher, a guru who understands that, because one of their purpose is to remind us of who we are. That's another thing I love about the brother. You know, he doesn't say you don't have to be like me, but what he shares with you is so profound that if you listen, it helps you get to the next level. Let me take a little short pause, play a little more music. I guess the reason why I do this is because it allows me to collect my thoughts, and I will continue to share. Going back to that first day, I'm thinking this was in 2013 at Lata and Ganesh house. After I sang Unconditional Love, he asked me to sing another song. And at that time, I think the only other song that I thought that would be appropriate for the time was this song. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. A beautiful song. And you know what really impressed me about singing that song, because like I said, I grew up in a Christian church, and we have our songs that we sing, like Amazing Grace. I felt the same energy from that song as I felt from like singing Amazing Grace. People of the world, I'm blessed, and you are blessed. These teachers who come here, like this great soul, Mohanji, are available to all of us. We just have to expand our mind. No religion has a monopoly on what the Creator God has for this world. But if we are blessed, and I am blessed to be in the presence of a teacher like this, it's good. It's really great. That means we have advanced to a certain level. Then Mohanji taught us about this meditation. Remember I told you I first took the meditation and acting class, and I vowed that I always would do it. Then he taught us meditation called the power of purity meditation. I love it. Here I'm thinking, honest, I said, he's talking a lot during this meditation. When do we experience silence? And then it came to me. All the things that he was bringing to our attention, the love of our mother, the love of our mother and father, the love of those who have helped us along the way, coming to grips with those who we may dislike, or the people we do like, all of our experiences. He helps guide us to show us that these things are important to us in our life. That relates to right now for all of us. There's nothing that we experience every day that's not important. There's nothing that we experience every day that's not important. If we cannot go into church, and you may think it's very small, you put bread in front of the church for the birds, they fly away. You call someone on the phone just to say hello. All those things have a great meaning. So when I was experiencing the power of purity meditation, it allowed my mind to say, I accept it all. This is me. This is who I am. And then when it got to the point there was silence, there was no junk in the mind. You know, that's all. You're trying to be quiet, and you're thinking about, I got to go to work. You're thinking about what your mate may have said to you. You're thinking about, I got to fix this food. But when you accept all these things that are in your life and say thank you for the experience, that's what power of purity meditation did for me. And then I shared it with other friends of mine, and they were very, very happy that I shared, especially my brother, because he's also a musician. That's the one that's also a bass player. And then I learned through Mohanji conscious walking, all right, going back to this meditation. And I'm still learning more about it, but there are times where I'll go to the open field, take off my shoes, touch Mother Earth, and walk around for 30 minutes. I'm not saying any particular mantra or any prayer, just walking. And then when I finish, I stop, I look up in the sky, and I do a prostration to the sky, and it's like the sky is coming towards me. And it's like saying, we are one. What a beautiful experience. The thought that just came to my mind, usually when I finish doing my conscious walking, I do an art piece. And when I'm doing the art piece, I'm not really saying this is what I'm going to draw. I just draw whatever comes out. So the power of purity meditation, I got that one. The conscious walking. Oh, going back to the time I sang for him. After I sang Om Namah Shivaya, he came out with this oil and he placed it right here on my third eye. And it wasn't just me, but he's placed it on everyone that was there. It's like it was giving me the energy to do all the things that I wanted to do. It was clearing that negative karma that may have happened to me in my past life. And I'm very grateful to him. I wish I could just touch everybody here right now, because I know we are dealing with this 6 feet of being apart from one another. Many people are afraid to touch each other or be next to each other. But as Mohanji says, that, you may not be able to touch people physically, but you be able to touch them through your spirit and your heart, your generosity. All right. I said it was going to be very organic. This was not planned, but this is my saxophone, my baby. The thought that came to my mind is a lot of us are experiencing trauma in our life. In other words, we say we are experiencing the blues. But through the teaching, we find out that all blues ain't blue. So let me say that again. All blues ain't blue. It's just how you use it. Remember I said everything is connected. They remind you of who you really are. And it shows you how that everything that you deal with in life has a purpose. So when I say all blues ain't blue, that means if something bad happens, it's just how do you use it? How do you learn from it? So I don't know how I'm going to play this blues, but I'm going to play it anyway. And I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm interpreting this to be all blues ain't blue. Yay! All blues ain't blue. Teaching high school for 38 years, people ask me, well, hey, Ben, when are you going to retire? But how can we retire right now? Our young people need us. They really need us. They need the elders to teach us. My father, his last sermon was the ABCs of love. When he passed away at his funeral, I said, ABC, absolute bliss, continuous love. I said, Dad, even though you're not here, I would not disappoint you in your absence. So lately, I've taken ABCs, incorporating all these things that I've learned in my life, from the teachers, from being out here as a performer. And I say A is for the students to ask questions of our elders, because they have a lot to offer. And B, be optimistic about your potential. Very important. It's very easy to say, I just give up. And then C, don't lose your spirit of cooperation. So those are my new ABCs. And that's what Mohanji talks about too. See, the thing about when you have a great soul like that, they tell you something. But it's up for you to interpret how it applies for you in your life. What I get out of listening to people like John Coltrane or Dexter Gordon, you may not get out of it. But expand your life, expand the people who are your circle of friends around you, because then you will learn. I love teaching, but I love more important learning. And what better way can you not learn if you're around a person who all they're giving is love? Yes, I grew up in a Christian church and I love my teaching, but it's beyond religion right now. We all are suffering now. People don't know about meditation. Just as a little kid, I studied meditation one time, made an impact on my life. Mohanji's thing I really like about the people who are around him, every time on his birthday, they go out and feed people. Thank you, Lata. Thank you, Ganesh. That's not necessarily part of my culture, but those are the type of things that we have to do. Yes, we all speak about unconditional love, but now we got to also speak about unconditional compassion. People in this world, we need each other. We need teachers to remind us and guide us through this world. But you can learn from everybody. My daughter, my beautiful daughter, she gave me my first grandson. He's 1 year old. And I tell you, I learned so much from him. And that's what all the teachers tell us: be like children, be like water. Oh, that's right. Almost forgot. Yay! I hope I have it. Let me see. I don't know much how, but hopefully I'll find it. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. One time I was over Lata's house, and I was sitting at the table, and Mohanji said, "Go ahead and get something to eat." He went and sat on the couch, and he started writing, and I didn't think anything about it. Then all of a sudden, he wrote a poem. I would like to think that the poem was for me, but I think it's for the world to hear. But he asked me to put music to it. But these are the words from Mohanji. Be water, my friend. Keep flowing. Be water, my friend. Keep flowing. The ocean awaits you through the borders and boundaries of life. Keep flowing, my friend. See, that's that reminder. No matter what, keep moving, keep doing what you're doing. Keep your eyes on the prize. He says, through joy and through sorrows of life, keep flowing, my friend, like water. Can you imagine a rock and water going over the rock? Wow. Keep flowing, my friend. Through forest and fall, my friend, keep flowing like water. The ocean awaits you. See, I like how he said the ocean awaits you, because we're all at different stages of our life. He didn't say a particular name. He said, keep flowing, keep being who you are. And at the end of that journey, it's not a train wreck. The ocean awaits you. Beautiful. Through nights and day of life, keep flowing, my friend. Like water, keep flowing, my friend. Through kind heart and through hatred of world, keep flowing, my friend. Keep flowing always. I like that. Through rain and rainbows of life, keep flowing, my friend. Be water and keep flowing ever. Life is an ever-flowing river. It flows through darkness and light. It flows through life and death. It flows over stones and sands of time. Now, you know my last name is Sands, S-A-N-D-S. He used my name in a poem. Yes, there's a connection. All right. Let me say that part again. I'm talking too much. Life is an ever-flowing river. It flows through darkness and light. It flows through life and death. It flows over stones and sands of time. Keep flowing like water, my friend. The ocean awaits to embrace you home. Wow. So, yes, I took those words and I came up with this song. Be like water, my friend. Be like water, my friend, while the ocean awaits you to embrace you home. Be like water, my friend. Be like water, my friend. Be like water, my friend, while the ocean awaits you to embrace you home. Be like water, my friend. And the rest of the lyrics goes like this. Be like water by Benjamin Carlton Sands Jr. Through the joy and sorrows of life, you find yourself alone. Some people will help you, but many will just leave. Each day you wake up and find yourself in pain. Nothing works for healing. Everything just seems the same. Be like water, my friend, while the ocean awaits you to embrace you home. Be like water. The world is full of love, but some have hate in their eyes. We try to live in peace, but selfish hearts still arise. Life, now these are exact words he used, Mohanji used, flowing river. It flows through darkness and light. It flows like life and death. It flows over stone and sands of time. Stay on the path. Stand in your light. See the picture moving in your life. Stay on the path. Now, the reason why I put in there, stand in your own life, I asked Mohanji the last time I saw him, what message should I say to young people? He said, tell them to stand in their own light. You don't have to be like your parents. You don't have to be like your environment around you. God made only one of you, and that unique person has unique talent. So stand in your light. Through the joy and sorrows, through the forest and fall, through the night and days, keep flowing. Be like water, my friend. Be like water, my friend, while the ocean awaits you to embrace you home. Be like water, my friend. So thank you once again for allowing me to share my story. This young man growing up in Southwest Washington, studying music, studying dance, acting, visual artist, educator, all the things. Wonderful parents, wonderful relatives. They all made me who I am. They say it takes a village to raise a child. I was raised well because I've met people at this level. People I meet now, we don't have the same background, but there's something that unites us. Thank you, Mohanji. Thank you, Lata. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you, everyone, for allowing this Southwest favorite son to share his story. And thank you, Mohanji, for the power of purity. He said power of purity meditation. Thank you for the conscious walk. Thank you for confirming that we all have more alike than we are different. Thank you for telling me and showing through your books that the Creator is not as hard on us as we are on ourselves. Taking away the word I and understanding we, understanding our true self. So as I play this final music on my MIDI instrument, I hope that you have absorbed and enjoyed this time because I have. Don't give up. I know you may say we live in a bad time, but just think about it. Has there ever been a time where we had time to just rest, reflect? We don't need all the things that we think we need. Thank you. Here's my closing. If you want to close your eyes, you can. This is from my heart. Thank you very much.